You may be looking at your child crying as wanting to manipulate you. When you see your child misbehaving, quote unquote, what do? Please calm down. That child needs your attention. So before you correct, connect. Connect before you correct. When you connect, it will be very easy for you to correct them. The first 5 years of a child is not just very important, it is foundational. My name is Olorundamilola Onamusi. I am an early childhood educator with over 2 decades of experience working with different children from different families and from different backgrounds. And today, in this video, I'm going to be helping you to identify who these children of yours are, and when they do certain things and you wonder why are they doing it, I want to teach you how to respond to them without hurting them, without damaging them, if you understand what I mean, but helping them to grow. So at the end of the day, you're nurturing them well and they become who they ought to be. Children are not naturally born to know how to do things. They don't know how to manage their emotions. They do not know how to behave. They don't even know how to stay calm. That's why you see them jumping here and there. They have no idea. Now let's talk about, how your child develops. I'm going to be talking into some points so you understand. And let's look at babies from 0 to 1 year. From the very beginning, these babies, what do? They cry. That's all they do. Cry. They don't have a language. That's the only language they know. And so they cry to tell you they need food. They cry to tell you they're upset. They cry to tell you they need to sleep. That crying is not to manipulate you. It is a form of communication. Babies at this stage are learning how to respond to people around them, voices around them. They want to know who comes across to them as, I love you, I care for you. They are not saying anything, but remember, they are crying. But they observe all of this. They are also looking out for all of these people coming around. And what this does is it builds in them a form of trust. Remember, all they do is cry. You may be looking at your child crying as wanting to manipulate you. I'm telling you now that that is not what is happening. What is happening is that they are communicating. You need to find out what they're communicating. Is it that your child is hungry? You will find out. You have to find out. Is it that your child has pooped and needs to be cleaned up? You will have to find out. How you do that is not that child's business, it's yours. So we need to know that. Let's talk about what your babies need in this age group. Your baby needs touch. And when I say touch, how often do you carry your baby? How often do you do this? Somebody else does, but that baby is yours. And that baby needs to feel you, to feel your touch. Babies do need to be carried. So find time to carry your baby. That will take care of the touch. They need warmth. They need to be cuddled. They need to be shown affection. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can do it better than you. Others can do, but it will not be as good as yours. You own the baby. So affection here must come from you. You have to find time to do it. Why? Your baby needs it. So if you're not doing that, maybe that's why he's crying. So find out. Another thing is eye contact. You see, you tell your baby, I see you. When you tell your baby, I see you, that baby is looking at you. Some things are registering. He is learning, she is learning. But you are also having, this feel of mother to child relationship. You're creating a bond already. And so your baby needs to see you have eye contact with him or her. Then we go to presence. We're always very busy. But they need our presence. We need to be there for them. You need to create time to show up for them. Babies need presence. This time, you do not have your phone with you. You are telling your baby, I'm all here for you. Today, I'm here. No phone, no TV, all for you. That's your presence. Now, a quick and loving response is when they cry, they're crying because something is wrong. And I'll share one experience with you. One of my nieces, when she was born, I was there and, nurturing with the mom. And we noticed she was just crying. And everything we did it wasn't working. My mom did the magic. And that is where experience comes from. But I'm letting it out, try it. Because you don't know, it might just come handy for you. The cry she was crying was not for food. It was not that she was discomforted. It was that there was a boil somewhere inside her head. And when we tried everything, changed for her, changed her diaper, did everything, put powder on her body, and the cry still persisted. My mom just took her and just put her hand, did you see how I'm doing this? And went round the hair, beneath the hair. There she touched something and the child screamed even the more. That was how we discovered it was a boy. You see, who would do that for you? You have to do it. Nobody will do it for you. Would you rather that your child keeps crying than you spend 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Yes, we're in a world where you have to look for money, you have to do this. True, 5 minutes will do it and fix it up. Now, when this is done, what you're doing is you're helping them to build trust and security. Now, responding to a baby's cry does not necessarily spoil them. We need to know that. We need to know that. You know what I said is, I'm talking to you about what you should know about your child. So yes, the crying is the one we see oftentimes, but sometimes, responding to them as regards that is not like you're spoiling them. Some people say when you carry them, you're spoiling, let the child be. No, carry your child if there is need to. What it does is it lessens their panicking. They don't panic. It doesn't make them stressful. Does not make them stressful, and it makes them calmer. It helps them to remain calm. When you carry a child and that is crying, and the child just stops crying, what it tells you is all they want is just the connection, nothing more. And you find out that before you know it, that child is fast asleep. So the regular crying, the crying that has become a routine, you hear it every day in your head, you're thinking, what can I do? This will just do the magic. That's that about 0 to 1. Let's go on to 1 to 2. 1 to 2, this is the age group where children like to do things by themselves. And you want to ask the question, do they know how to do it? They most probably don't know how to do it, but they just want to be independent. Now, please, I'm begging for them. I'm soliciting for them. I'm on their side now. Allow them. They will mess up things in the process. It is part of growing. This is part of growing. It's a journey. And this is the fastest time their brain grows. All this talk, all these things they're doing, touching, jumping, it's helping their brain to grow, and it's very fast. So they don't have control over themselves in some cases. So you need to understand this. So they like to be independent, do things by themselves. Now, the big emotions we're talking about, the child just crying, shouting, and you're wondering, you again? You have started. Why are you always crying? Why are you always shouting? He doesn't have control over himself or herself. It's the big emotion, but something is happening. You need to find out. We call that big emotion. It doesn't have a name because they don't know what name to call it, but they are feeling it. They don't know how to express it. The only way to express it and get your attention is to shout and scream, depending on the intensity. So you need to find out. So you have a child throwing tantrums and you say, hey, this child, oh, you have come again to embarrass me. You have come again to make life difficult for me. I have other things to do. It's not only you. Please calm down. That child needs your attention. And the only way you can do it, find out, come close. Oh, I notice you're upset. And he goes or she goes like this. They're not talking. but the head is doing the talk. So you're on the right track. So you put another question. Is it about your toy? And the child goes, oh, is this spoiled? And now you have gotten it. That is why the child is screaming. To you, is it not only toy? It's only toy for you. But for that child, no, it's much more than just an only toy. It means a lot to him. So you now know. So you can say, oh, okay, now I know. Please calm down. Don't worry. We'll fix it together. That resolves it. So the big emotions are experiences they have, but they do not have control over. They cannot do anything about it. They can't name it, most probably. They cannot resolve it. It's very important you know this. How do they express themselves? When they get to this point, they yell, they shout, they scream. And then you are saying, see people, you're disturbing people. They don't know if there are people there. What is happening to them right now is what they are concerned about. And this is where again you come in. Oh, did you lose something? Is something wrong? Give me your hand. Let's take a walk. And then you take a walk. While walking, you're patting the back. The shouting or crying has stopped or reduced. And then you can begin to dish out your questions just to get to what exactly is happening. Now, how they express and show empathy to people around them is important. They're learning to do that. And you can help them get there quickly. What your toddlers need to get all of this resolved is patience. We don't have that patience. I keep saying it. Walk, yes, and it's true. And I feel you. But we need to be patient. We need to have time for them. We need to give them calm guidance, not just guide them. You have to be calm about it. They need you to be confident that I have this person. It might be the parent, it might be the caregiver in school, it might be the teacher. Any of these people fall within these categories of people, are the people occupying the caregiver at that moment. You need to know precisely what to do. Do this calmly. Don't shout at them. Don't yell at them, giving them guidance. It will not sink. It will not. They won't hear you. Their mind will not be there. But when you do it calmly, you have arrested them, and then you help by giving them safe boundaries. They now know what to do, what not to do. When you say calm down today and you repeat it tomorrow in another situation, calm down, and you pat the back, that child knows that all you're saying is you don't have to shout, you do not have to yell, you do not have to disturb people around you because something has gone wrong. You don't know the name, yes, but I'm here. Come to me and we'll talk it over. And your system might be to take a walk, it might be to sit the child down and have a talk, it might be to first of all come take a breath. Just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. When you do that, before you know it, the child is on your chest, and before you know it, he's even sleeping. She's sleeping. She's long gone asleep. But then you cannot figure out what to do. Carry them along. This is very important. So these are some of the things that happen to your child, and your child is behaving the way you don't seem to like. And rather than finding out why it is happening, you're labeling, whatever it is that the child is doing. Let's pay attention to this and get to the bottom of it. There's something happening. Everything they do is a message. Find out what the message is. So before you correct, connect. Connect before you correct. When you connect, it will be very easy for you to correct them. So I want to ask you this question. When your child cries, do you see a problem? Or do you think there's need for you to connect? This question is for you, and it's about your child. Your child's case may not be crying, may be something else, but just ask yourself that question. Now you know that there's something underneath this behavior. Find out what it is. 1 to 3, these are toddlers. In this age bracket, this is where parents really, really get worried when a child that is supposed to be talking is not talking. A child that is supposed to be doing some things is not doing them. The parent begins to get worried. Now, this is also where you have a lot of them throw tantrums. This is the age group where you see these big emotions play out. This is also where you notice most of them, if not all of them, they don't say too much. Their words are very few. This is that age bracket. So big emotions, you can say in, little bodies, tantrums happening, and you want to find out why. It might be because they're frustrated. It might be because they are overwhelmed. It might be because they are just their inability to express themselves, inability to tell you this is what I need, or they need connection and nobody is there for them. They need your presence and you're not there. This might just be what it is that is happening within this age bracket. This is where you get, worried. And I'm telling you, please don't get worried. Just give them your time, patient with them, show a lot of interest in them, in what happens to them. Let them always see you whenever they need help. Be there for them. And as you go on, you'll find out that all of these problems will just become a thing of the past. They want to do things by themselves anyway, so they don't really want you around them. So they will be ready and willing to work with you. Okay, so we're going to ages 3 to 5. Remember, it's 0 to 5. Now we're going to 3 to 5. This is the last part. You know that this group of children can now talk. They are now children who are aware of themselves, their environment. They can do this, they can do that. They really do not need your help. But they're learning. They're still learning. They're learning behavior, they're learning boundaries, they're learning social interaction. What did I say? Social interaction. This is a big area. This is a big area. This is when your daughter will tell you, I want to dress myself up. Be ready for it. If you've not seen that come, it's coming. And your little son will tell you, no, I don't want that pair of shoes. I want this. We're going this way. This is what I want to want. We're getting there. This is where this happens. Therefore, they still need guidance. Don't let them be alone doing this. They need to be guided. Remember, that guidance must be done in a calm way. It's not, you don't do it just, go and carry your clothes, go and wear this. No, talk to them respectfully. They're watching you. Everything you do, you're modeling. And they're watching you. They will replicate what you have done to them. So we need to do this carefully. You guide them, you're patient with them. Consistency is crucial here. You must be consistent at doing what you are teaching them. They're watching you. Remember, they are better informed now. They can see, they can learn. I mean, it's not like when they were just born and all they do is cry. No, now they see and so they know. So it is important to know that they are still learning, but they are not perfect. They are working towards it. Yes, perfection is a long journey for both young and old. But in this case, they have a long way to go. So this is where we must pay attention to them, and make sure that whatever it is they do, we are there, we are present. Don't leave them in the hands of a helper. That helper does not know what you know. And because you have not trained that helper to do this, it would be nice to check up on what that helper does. Remember, that child, please, that child is yours, not the helper's. The helper can tell you, I'm leaving. And there's nothing you can do. You won't throw your child away. You have your child remaining with you. So do the needful. Be there for them. Model, be good models for them. Whatever they learn from you stays with them. So now this brings me to what we see happen. Do I call it a norm? Because we seem to have accepted it as a norm, but it's not. At this point, I want us to pay attention to the fact that what we call misbehavior may not be misbehavior. When you see your child misbehaving, quote unquote, what do? You look beyond that behavior to get to know the exact thing that is happening. There's something underneath. There's something behind what that child is doing. And that's my focus. So that child that throws tantrum, and you do not find time to see why is he even crying? You find out that when you are patient to ask to find out, when you find out, the child is not just crying for crying's sake. The toy broke as he was playing, and he tries to fix it. He didn't just even start. He's trying to fix it, and he's not making any headway. And then you just see that he throws the thing away across and starts to shout and scream. And you're saying, why you? That doesn't resolve anything, nor tell anything. But if you come close to find out, you will not get the real story, because there's a story behind that action of him throwing that, toy across the room, and then the cry follows. There is a hidden story you need to find out. So we need to follow up on this. And please, when you are doing this, ask some questions in trying to calm them down and getting to the point. Are you angry? It could be that he's actually angry, or you can find out, why are you angry? Are you overwhelmed? You assess the child. Do you just need me behind? Would you rather come with me? Let's go out. And that may just resolve the entire problem. Whatever it is, we just need to be there. Like I said earlier, you need to connect before you correct. If you do these things, if you follow these things, you find out that, honestly, there are no problems. These children are just growing. And this will make their foundation very solid. It does not matter where these children are coming from. My desire is that they have a sound foundation. When they do, the future, you can testify even from now that it will be good. I have worked with children over the years, different types of children, permit me if I can say that, from different homes with different backgrounds. Some are rich, some not so rich, middle class, some are struggling, some are thriving. But one thing remains, just one thing, that every child deserves to be understood. If you don't probe, you cannot understand that child. And that is a big problem. That is what brings about all those things we name and tag. It is important that we know this. So every child deserves the chance to grow right. They deserve it. They must grow right. If they grow right, you'll be at peace with yourself in the future. So in closing, my wonderful people, in closing, if this spoke to you, if this, somehow gave you the time to reflect, and you are telling yourself, I'm going to try this again, please share your experience with me in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, then invite your friends you don't know. Maybe they are also looking for a way out. Let's learn together so that we can raise children who feel heard, who feel seen, and who are well understood. They know that you can see them, you can hear them, and you can understand them. And when you do these three, they know they have you. They can hop up to you anytime. They can come confidently and ask you questions. It just generally builds them up. The trust is well built, is becoming more well improved upon, and they feel a lot more comfortable in their environment. They feel a lot comfortable with the teacher, the caregiver, the parent. So both in school, at home, they're good to go. And this will make them very, very well, set for the next level. So at this point, I want to request that you please subscribe to my channel, like it, make comments. I love to read your comments. I want to have a look at what you have in your mind, and then share with friends. And I'll see you in my next video. Don't miss out on this, because there's still a lot more to come.